Welcome, welcome to your continuing education with Naturally Strong. I'm your host, Rebecca, and I'm so excited to invite you to learn more about this sixth foundation of continuing education. It fits into the blue or the self-care category, and in this class, I will teach you how to listen to what your body needs and to use the Symphony of the Cells protocols in order to address those needs. Here we go. You guys, welcome to tonight's Symphony of the Cells class, where I'll teach you how to rub essential oils up the back. So, I love teaching about oils because I know the impact that it can make on families, and I've been using oils on my family and on my clients for like almost 9 years. And I've seen amazing things, from like skin growths falling off to seizures stopping literally to really horrific burns healing beautifully to folks that are crippled with pain being able to walk with ease again. And so my purpose for tonight is for you to get results like that. Anyways, I want you to be able to get amazing results from using your oils. And so that's why I'm going to teach you the protocols tonight, because it's deeper than just, oh, put deep blue on your joint that hurts. It's deeper than just use orange to be uplifting. Those can be powerful remedies, but what I'm going to teach you tonight can help with the deeper underlying, the problems that you don't even know where to start with essential oils. Does that make sense for you guys? Okay, awesome. I'm excited to teach you. So this is what I'm going to teach you tonight about Symphony of the Cells. It's protocols that I was introduced to at convention. And at Essential Oil Convention, it's like the most smelliest you can imagine Salt Lake City being. It's like there's thousands of people, literally 30,000 of us, and there's like all the accessories you can buy, right, Nikki? You've been there.
Yeah. It's almost nauseating, but it smells pretty good.
Everyone's exactly. It smells so good. We're all so uplifted. And I came across one of these books, Symphony of the Cell Protocol, and someone's like, oh my gosh, you have to learn about this. So I picked it up and I breezed through it, and I noticed that there are tons of oils. Like in one protocol, this is the hormone balance protocol, there's 10 oils in it. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's way too much oils. People are going to be overwhelmed, and I didn't even look any further into it. Like, I put the book down, which is really sad, because that's like years worth of deep healing that my family could have benefited from, that we didn't, because I was like too proud. So I thought I knew everything about oils, which is just proof that even 5 years later, you'll still be learning things. So my friend David called me up and was like, Rebecca, I'm getting the coolest things are happening. So I was like, what's going on? And he's like, well, I have this knee, and I don't know what's going on with it, but I'm pretty active, and it hurts all the time, and I'm 40, and I'm thinking like it's just probably never gonna feel its best again. Like, I've got old injuries, just, it's never gonna be 100%. I just have like barely started getting used to it. I've been to the chiropractor and things, it's not getting better. You've gone in. So David was telling me about his knee feeling so much better, and he's like, well, I started doing these protocols, and I do what the guy says to do, and within like 2 weeks, I was feeling better, and I had like just gotten back from a bike ride, and I was taking off my shoes, and usually my knee hurts to take off my shoes, and I noticed that it didn't hurt. I was like, oh my gosh, it can't be the protocol. Like, it can't be like that simple, because he just was doing the protocol. It takes like 10 minutes. He's doing it twice a week.
Of the stuff that's in that book.
Yeah, what's in this? Yeah, exactly. What's in this book? The thing I'm going to teach you tonight. And he was like, I can't believe it. But it was, so I didn't believe him. But he was so insistent and so excited about it that I was like, all right, David, shut up. I'll buy you a book. So I bought this book and started learning about the Symphony of the Cells, and gosh darn it, he was right. And so I would have been all butthurt about that, except for I was too excited about it too. So, excuse me, I'm so excited I'm leaking on you guys. Good thing there's a little bit of space. So anyways, I'm really excited to teach you guys tonight just like how powerful oils can be, so that you don't make the same mistake that I made in just brushing it off. Does that sound good to you guys? Okay, so we'll review the 3 cool things about oils, so that we all are on the same page about oils, especially those that are watching that haven't seen this before. I'll tell you 3 things about the Symphony of the Cells and how to do it, and I promise it's easy and you'll love it. And then I'll demonstrate it, so you'll be like, oh, it really is easy. She's not lying. And then you can pick a protocol, and we'll each get a chance to try it up our backs. And I know you're excited about that, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be so good. Here's the 3 cool things about essential oils. The first cool thing about essential oils is that they're 100% safe and natural. So there's nothing added to them, nothing taken away from them. They're just straight up essential oils in the bottle. I can use them on kids, adults, babies, elderly folks, pets even, and I don't have to worry about side effects or addictions. They're just really safe. They're pure and they're potent, and what that means is, pure means that they're, come on in, Mary, come in. Pure means that they're not adulterated, they're not contaminated. But potent, I don't get to teach people about this very often. Potent means that they come from plants, like for instance lavender comes from lavender plants that are grown in a place in the world where they grow best. And so they have the best chemistry. And when we have that best natural chemistry, they're potent, they're predictable, we know what benefits are coming from them. So I love in doTERRA that we use potent, pure, natural, and safe essential oils. That's the first cool thing. So who can tell me the first cool thing about essential oils?
They're safe.
I know you were already raising your hand, Molly. She wants you to raise your hand. Okay, cool. So tell me.
Pure natural.
Pure natural. I love it. Okay, this is Melaleuca or tea tree oil in a little sample bottle. Ta-da! Melaleuca is used in these protocols quite a bit, not just because it has serious antifungal, antimicrobial properties, but also because it boosts the immune system. It's great for skin. So lots of good reasons we use Melaleuca in these protocols tonight. Okay, the second cool thing about essential oils, dun, 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 is that they're more effective than most of the treatments that we use in our current day. And in the normal intro class, I tell you, they're more effective, that like, you know, using lemon on a sore throat is gonna be more effective than the over-the-counter stuff that you get. And that's true. But tonight I get to tell you that they're more effective in deeper ways. So let's say your knee hurts and you might use frankincense for your knee. And it will like do good anti-inflammatory and pain-reducing things on the spot for your knee. But frankincense has so many uses. And it's going to get into your bloodstream there by your knee. And it's going to go all over your system. And it's going to help reduce your blood pressure in your circulatory system. It's going to help boost brain activity function in your nervous system. I know, we could all use it, right? It's going to help with circulation in your lymph system. So like one oil can literally do all of these powerful things in your system with just a couple of drops. And I want you guys to experience this with frankincense tonight. So we'll pass around some frankincense. Da, 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 da.
Very lovely. That'll be like $1 a drop.
It can. Yeah. Mariana, here's some frankincense for you. She's our camera girl. Okay, so I want you to just rub it in between your hands, and you're just going to breathe it in. You're welcome. I might be almost out. I brought a second bottle just in case. There we go. Oh, thanks, Mariana. Way to get my backside. Do we look good tonight?
Excellent.
Yeah. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to take some deep breaths with frankincense. And frankincense is the oil of truth. The Bible calls it an oil of gladness. It's anti-inflammatory. It's going to do all of these things. It's going to be uplifting. It's going to literally cross your blood-brain barrier within 30 seconds of breathing it in. So here you're on your fifth deep breath here while I'm talking. And you can maybe even already feel your brain being massaged. Can you feel it?
Feels good. It works.
It works. Maybe it'll improve your memory, just like that. Yeah. I know, right? We can all use it. Totally. What do you think?
I wonder how they know that it breaks the blood barrier in 50 breaths. How do they?
Oh, because we can test different constituents in essential oils. So frankincense has a high level of sesquiterpenes, and sesquiterpenes is one of the things that we know already that can cross the blood-brain barrier. And they're in frankincense, and they're in cedarwood, and patchouli, and sandalwood, several oils. So they've done a lot of studies just on that, just on individual chemicals, and we know those chemicals are in frankincense. So we know that it can.
I love that you're all sciencey. I love that.
Oh yeah, just ask me. I'll geek out.
I could really get into that.
Okay, so that's the. They can be super effective. In fact, more effective than the remedies that you're used to reaching for. So that's the second cool thing about essential oils. So who can tell me the second cool thing about essential oils?
They're effective.
What? Say it loud.
They're
Nikki.
effective.
They're effective. Okay, that's a frankincense sample for you. Dun, dun, dun.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Okay, the third cool thing about essential oils is they're cheaper than most of the modern day treatments that we use. So most natural methods. So in an intro class, I teach you that yes, a little bit of tea tree oil for an ear infection is cheaper than your copay, cheaper than the antibacterial, and cheaper than taking off half a day of work. But this class, I'll teach you even deeper. So for instance, I have 5 kids. And 5 kids came with a little bit of hormonal side effects. And after my 5th baby, it took a really long time for me to have a regular feminine cycle again. Like 18 months. And I was like, holy smokes, something's gotta be wrong with me, right? And I was using like Clary Calm and Ylang Ylang, which are in the book recommended for hormonal balance. But here's the thing about hormones. You can't just like shoot the one hormone all the time. I'm like using lavender over and over. I'm trying to influence like that estrogen must be low and I'm just punching it back up. Hormones are like, they have their natural cycles. And sometimes they're high and sometimes they're low. That's how they're supposed to be with your biorhythm. And it's not just estrogen. There's progesterone, there's multiple feminine ones. Then we've got thyroid and blood sugar and melatonin, like all of these hormones that play together in a symphony in your body. And if one of them is out of balance, it's going to affect all of them. And so when David told me how cool the anti-inflammatory protocol was for his knee, I started using it, and I started using it on everyone and their dog that had anti-inflammatory, or that had inflammation problems. But then I flipped through the book and I noticed that there was a hormonal balance protocol. So I started using it the way that David taught me to use it, and within a couple of weeks, I started my menstruation, which is beautiful, because when I don't have that normal rhythm of hormones, I don't have a libido. And as you can imagine, after almost 2 years of not being in this cycle, it was causing some distress in my marriage. And like insecurities were starting to well up, and just pent up frustration and energy. And so after I was using these oils in the protocol that I'll show you tonight, that cycle started right back in. And it's taken a couple months, but my body is irregular again. And that's cheaper than doing labs to figure out which hormone is messed up. That's cheaper than, because the oils, like there's 10, I told you there's 10 oils in that protocol. That might cost you $200 to $300. It's still cheaper than the labs. It's still cheaper than hormone replacement therapy. And it is way cheaper than my I shouldn't use numbers. But my endocrinologist appointment, because he's a specialist, is super high. Not to mention it's all the way in Boise, so I'm driving 2.5 hours to go do that. And because I haven't met my deductible, I have to pay for the whole day thing, right? So I'm really, really, really thrilled that I can use essential oils in this way, strategically creating this cascade of goodness on all of the systems in my body in order to bring harmony back. The third cool thing about oils. I just can't overlap, you know? Thank you, Mary, for keeping me honest.
It's so exciting.
It's so exciting. This is patchouli. So patchouli is in several of the protocols, and one of the protocols is the neurological. So it's a nerve tonic. So it's really helpful for nerves. It's really grounding. You can use it when you're trying to calm down, like bedtimey kind of thing. It's in a lot of like meditation kind of blends. It's really, what's a good word for patchouli? Shout out if you know it. What am I trying to
Earthy.
think?
It's grounding.
It's really grounding and earthy. Yeah, good. That's patchouli. I know, she's rubbing it on.
So I've used it for, I've mixed it with On Guard for warts. I've used it mixed with in the 60s. 60s and 70s, Julian Lavender. I wasn't alive then, but a lot of people really like that, and it's just a love. It's kind of euphoric.
It's funny you said that because I don't know if you remember when we visited my neighbor with the autistic boy.
That's right.
And Matt said, "This reminds me of that hippie day."
Yeah, Mary's reminding us that patchouli was a favorite in the hippie days.
Not in my day.
Okay.
I guess I wasn't alive then.
So now we've pulled in all of the really cool things about essential oils. Now we're all caught up and on the same page about essential oils.
Wow.
So now I'm going to teach you 3 cool things about Symphony of the Cells. And in order for me to do that, you all need one of these cute little pamphlets. So would you pass that around, please? Thanks, Molly. The first cool thing about Symphony of the Cells, I already kind of hinted at, but it's going to be harmonious for our body. So a symphony protocol creates harmony in our system. So we're going to read the very first page. There is a little blurb that says, what is Symphony of the Cells? Would anyone be willing to read that for me?
I can read it.
Thanks, Vicki.
Okay. Symphony of the Cells is a collection of 18 essential oil applications created by Boyd Truman, designed to create harmony physically, emotionally, and spiritually within the body. Using his 26 years of background in the wellness industry, knowledge of the workings in the human body, and experience using pure therapeutic-grade essential oils, Boyd put together the applications. Each of the applications formulated targets different body systems and ailments and can be performed on either yourself or on others.
Awesome. Thank you. So I'm going to give you this cute little freebie for reading that for us, Vicki. This is thyme essential oil. Thyme is used in several of the protocols. It's normally a hot oil. And so we're going to use oils to dilute all of the protocols because thyme is hot enough to be like, whoop, whoop, that's birdie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome for antibacterial. It also has amazing hormonal balancing properties. And it helps cells that are supposed to die and be done do that, especially if they're broken and they're not doing that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. That's the first cool thing about Symphony of the Cells. They're designed to create harmony in the body. Who can tell me the first cool thing about Symphony of the Cells?
There is a what to create in the body?
They designed.
The protocols are designed to create harmony.
There it is. It's
There it
designed to produce harmony in the cells.
Okay, did I give you one of these yet, Mary? Okay, would you like one? Say yes.
Sure.
Yes.
I've got them all, but yes.
Okay, this is grapefruit. Grapefruit is in several of the protocols. Not only is it uplifting, it helps with mental stress. It can help control appetite. There's many good things about it. I know, mental stress. Okay, you're gonna love this next one. This technique uses symbols, and it's super easy. So easy that my 9-year-old, when I learned this, my 9-year-old was doing this on me. So anyone can do it. So look at here. I'll pass these around too. Would you guys share? I only have like 5 or so. Okay, and we'll put a couple.
What did you pay for that book? I want one.
Oh,
Stay tuned.
Okay. You guys all have one back there? Okay.
we'll share one.
We'll share. There's another one. Okay, so flip it open to the protocol pages. That's a good one right there. Oh, you're on the hormone. Good. That one. Notice that there are a few symbols. And one of them with, oh, thanks for putting the camera right here. Perfect. So this first symbol, rub it around the neck and the shoulders. See how there's a neck and a shoulders? The next one is a nose. What do you think that means? Smell it. The next one is feetsies. What do you think that means? Yeah? Rub it on your feet. Then we're going to use coconut oil, this is the carrier oil symbol. Then this is the symbol of the spine. So we're going to rub it up the spine. So yes, we're taking our shirts off tonight. Okay, so then the rest of them, similar symbols: spine, nose, feet. Spine, nose, feet. Spine, nose, feet. You got it?
It's much easier than that.
It is. And they're both, oh, sorry, you can keep that. They're both beautiful techniques, but this one, these ones are easy to copy. Like, I can teach my daughter, she can do it. I can teach my husband, he can do it. That's saying a lot.
I'm pretty sure he's watching.
He probably is watching. I know. Okay, so the second cool thing about Symphony of the Cells is it's so easy, anyone can do it. What's the second cool thing about Symphony of the Cells?
It's easy.
Anyone can do it. Okay, Lisa, this one's for you. we're going with Siberian fir for you. Ready to catch? Ooh, good catch. Okay. Siberian fir is a nest technique in several of them, and I use it often in massage for shoulders because they get frozen. So, yeah, or hips. Mary's showing us her hips. So it's amazing for joints because it helps to lubricate them. So, Siberian fir.
What was that last thing you said? I'm sorry.
It helps lubricate joints.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you have to take.
Do you rub it?
Oh, sorry. There it is.
Siberian fir you can eat.
Oh, okay.
You can. Okay, the last cool thing about Symphony of the Cells that we'll cover before we dive into the human stuff is the protocols are meant to maximize how effective the oils are. And that comes in two parts. And this is where most people don't get all the benefit. So open up your ears and get all the benefit. So the protocols are only meant to be done like twice a week. That's not bad. That's like 10 minutes twice a week, 20 minutes in your week, and most people can handle that, right? They're also meant to be eaten twice a day. So you're going to take 3 oils from the protocol that you're using. So let's say you're using, someone pop open and say, oh, this protocol. Digestive protocol. So in the digestive protocol, how many oils are there, Nikki?
There are 10.
There are 10 oils.
That includes the carrier oil.
Okay, so 9 essential oils. I'm going to put those 9 essential oils on my back twice a week, maybe 3 times if I'm having serious flare-ups. And then I'm gonna eat 3 of those oils. So I'm gonna just, using my intuition, pick which 3 I want, or that maybe I have extra of. And I'm going to put them either in a capsule like this. You know, have you seen those little empty gel caps before? You can buy them for like $100 for a couple of bucks because they're nothing but capsule and air.
They're super easy.
Yeah, you just put the oils in there and you close it back up. You either can do capsules like that. If anyone doesn't have some, you can go home with some. You can put them in a little cup of water and shoot them. You can put them under your tongue if you're like super. I am a super experienced oil user all the time under my tongue. I'm just kidding, it's hot, don't do that. Okay, so we're gonna use it twice on our backs every week, and we're gonna eat them how many times a day?
Twice.
Twice, right. So that gets, with the carrier oil, it gets the maximum effectiveness out of the oils that we put on topically, and by putting them internally, we get like even more absorption from every drop that we put in. Does that make sense, everyone? And your body's gonna be continually exposed to these oils in a symphony, harmonious way, topically and orally. So the third cool thing about Symphony of the Cells is they're designed to maximize the effectiveness of the oils. So what's the third cool thing about Symphony of the Cells?
To maximize the use of the oils.
Okay, perfect, Mary, good job. Okay,
Share with somebody else.
okay, who else wants a lemongrass sample? Jill?
I've still got a full bottle of it at home.
Okay, Molly wants one. Dun, 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 dun. Molly's working on her. Ooh, it worked, It's okay. It landed on the carpet, we're good.
So I have a question. For
Yeah,
instance,
go ahead,
on
Lisa.
this hormone balance protocol,
She's asking about the hormone balance.
yeah, it just doesn't say like every single one of them is edible. It seems like it should say like a mouth or something, because
That's on.
every single one of those edible looks like it is. But is Siberian fir edible?
Siberian fir is
It didn't
edible.
say that, right?
White fir wasn't, and that's probably the one that came in your kit. Back in the day, we had white fir.
Right.
Now we have Siberian fir.
So
and it
all
is.
these are edible? No, because like here's forgiveness, so you have to be careful.
Yeah, not all of them are edible.
So you just have to look on the supplements and see.
You just look on the
That's
side of the
on
bottle, and
Yeah.
you're gonna see. Oh, copaiba. It has essential oil supplement. We'll put that like this. You can see it. See, it says supplement facts on the copaiba, so you know that you can eat that one. But some of them, like she was saying,
I know that some aren't edible. I was
Like
just saying in
here's-
this book.
here's Console. It doesn't have supplement facts. It doesn't say. The book doesn't say which ones are, and that's because Boyd Truman says this one isn't recommended for internal use. I use it internally. This one's not recommended to eat. I eat it. That's exactly how he would do it too. So, it's okay. Sorry, guys.
How long do you do, so if you're working on your hormones, do you, however long you feel, like a couple weeks, or just do 1 week?
So that's a really really good questions. Molly's asking, how long would I keep up a protocol if I'm focusing on something specific? So the answer is 2 months. So if you're doing it, like for instance, a digestive protocol, I would keep it up for 2 months. You'll probably notice the benefits way sooner than that, but keep it up for like 2 months.
So how long did you have to do it to get your cycle back?
So I did it the end of the second week, so after 4 protocols, it started up again. And I wish I could say I did it for 2 months, but I didn't. So when then the next period was like 6 weeks apart. I'm so sorry, maybe this is too much TMI. But then I was like, okay, I forgot to do my protocols, going back to the protocols again. Does that make sense? Yeah. I wasn't putting my patchouli and neroli under my tongue anymore. Gotta do that. So that's all that I wanted to teach you about the logical stuff. Who's ready for the physical stuff? Okay, great. Nikki's gonna be our
person.
yes, demonstrator. Okay, so come on over. Are you still good to hold it, Mariana? Or do you want
Nope.
Or is your wrist going asleep?
Nope.
Okay, so if you want to, you can sneak around the corner, Nikki. Does anyone have questions while Nikki is getting indecent?
So this book, I'd like to buy it, and so you don't have any today. I can write you a check.
Yeah.
Go on that link and get it.
I do actually have 10 of them tonight. So you can buy them. They're $12. Or if you set up a loyalty rewards order, I will give you one. It's a pretty good deal. I'll tell you more about the loyalty rewards order later. Yeah, for free. Did I not say that part? Okay. First symbol, if you guys want to follow along, this is the inflammatory protocol. I'm going to start with frankincense, and I'm going to put a couple of drops around her shoulders so that I can rub it into her neck and shoulders. This is a super grounding blend, and I want her to smell it, so I'm going to put it under the face rest and have her take a couple of deep breaths while I hold it for her. She says she's already full of frankincense after tonight's class, right? Okay. And then there's a symbol that says feet, and I'm not going to put any new oil on her feet. I'm just going to take what's on my hands and rub it on like this. Okay. Ta-da! Is that rocket science? Okay, the next one's the carrier oil. And I'm going to put on... She wiggled because that was intense on her back. I'm putting on enough so that it doesn't soak right in. I want a little bit on the surface. And since I'm going to be rubbing it all over her back in a circle like this, I'm going to make sure that I get enough carrier oil so that if I put a hot oil on her, that it's not going to leave a little burny edge around her neck where I didn't get any carrier oil. Does that make sense? You guys still hear me okay? Yeah. Even though I'm pointing backwards. Maybe I should be on that side. I'm going to move to that side. It doesn't say this in the protocol, but I like to put on their feetsies too. Okay. Next is Melaleuca. So as I put on these oils, when Boyd was doing this in front of us, he was like this, bloop, 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 bloop. And that was 12 drops of oil that just came out. So he would go like this, up and down their back a couple of times, and then he would rub it in a clockwise motion around their back a few times like this. And he would put the oil down and rub it on their feet with that same hand. Rub, 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 rub. Easy peasy. Oh, it was easy. All right, next oil, Wintergreen. Any questions? Feels pretty natural, right? Bloop, 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 bloop. He would shake it out in the bottle like that too. I'm used to holding it over and letting it gently drip out. And he was like, bam, bam, bam. Especially if the bottle was almost empty. So what I'm saying is, it doesn't have to be all about the frilly, all about the frou-frou. It can literally take you 5 minutes to put this stuff on, and it's going to affect your body. Next oil is Aromatouch. And just like all of them in the rest of this sequence say, we're gonna drop on the oils, and you want to do 3 to 5 drops, whatever comes out of the bottle in that range, 3 to 5, something like that.
Did you get Wintergreen?
Yeah, thank you. So I'm just going in a clockwise motion over her back. It's not rocket science. Rubbing it on her feet. Dun, dun, dun. I didn't say this earlier, but as I do lemongrass, I'll tell you that to Boyd, it's really important that you're not just working on the oils, but that your food is digesting well. And so he would tell people that it's like really important that you're using, if you're doing like the anti-inflammatory protocol, for instance, then you definitely should be using anti-inflammatory supplements. And he tells everyone to use Terrazyme. And Terrazyme is a blend of digestive enzymes that digest fats, carbs, dairy, protein, because our bodies get like, it's more difficult to digest all those things as we age. You'll have people say like, oh, I can't digest pork anymore. Pork doesn't agree with me anymore, right? Or like, I don't know why, I've never been allergic to dairy, but all of a sudden I bloat when I eat dairy. That's like a serious sign that you're not digesting one of those things very well. And it's kind of common. So if that is happening to you, it's going to cause problems all over your system, not just in your digestive system. And so Boyd recommends using Terrazyme. It's one of Doterra's supplements. It just is a really good rounded out digestive enzyme once a meal. So you just take one capsule every meal, so 3 times a day. And that's what comes in a bottle so that every month you could afford that. That makes sense, everyone? Okay, so that was lemongrass. Thank you. Did I already do it though? I can't. I can't remember if I put this on or not. You might get extra Siberian for
Okay.
Okay. That'll be extra grounded.
All right.
She's good with it. You guys, in my continuing education classes, I want to teach you the real power of oils, but I also won't leave it at oils. If I know that eating enough omega-3s or getting enough sunshine is just as important for your mental health, and we're doing a mental health class, I'm going to tell you that. If I know that using digestive enzymes is going to help your body get the most out of your oils, I'm going to tell you that. I want you guys to know that I'm like all about natural stuff. And if you can do it at home with oils and apple cider vinegar, I'm going to tell you how to do it. That was Helichrysum. Sorry, I get kind of chatty. Okay, next is the Deep Blue Soothing Blend. Did I do Wintergreen?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I left it over there.
It
Okay.
would be fun to follow up for tomorrow and see how she feels.
It would be. It would.
Because she's gonna feel something with all these oils.
She will.
I'll send you a message in the morning, Rebecca.
She'll send me a message in the morning. We'll let you guys know how
I
it
can
turned
put it
out.
on the page too, on the event.
I know, my first reaction was, holy smokes, that's a lot of oil. And then people are going to have reactions to it. And if it's your first oil experience, I probably wouldn't choose this to share with you. But since this is continuing it, you guys have all seen oils, you're pretty used to oils. You're not going to be crazy overloaded. Your bodies have felt oils before.
Also, they could just do 1 drop in each of them too.
They definitely could. And if you're working on a kid, I would do 1 or 2 drops. Because you totally can put oils and protocols on kids. This is the last one. This is peppermint. Boyd says usually he uses more of the mint that's last in the technique. And some of the techniques, you can use heat when you're done. So notice on this inflammation protocol, there is a little heat symbol down there, a thermometer symbol. That means that you could put like a rice sock or like a warm towel or something like that when it comes back, and then put a blanket on and cover it. Does that make sense? Hey, Nikki, that took us like 10 minutes and
Right?
it's all done.
That was super.
Yes, there is. Okay, so if the anti-inflammatory protocol was the one that I picked for myself, then I would go through and pick out of these 10 oils which of them would I feel are right for me to ingest. So I might say I think that I should eat frankincense and lemongrass and peppermint, and I would put those in my capsule. Notice on this list, Deep Blue is not one that we eat, Aromatouch is not one that we eat, Wintergreen is not one that we eat. So those 3 are out. So you have from the rest of the oils in the bunch to choose from to choose which ones to ingest. Does that make sense? Okay. So now we get to choose a protocol. So flip through your bookies.
So,
Apparently
for example, this is the Maxim Protocol. So if you have allergies, bacterial infections, brainstem, glaucoma, cancer, cirrhosis, something awesome, influenza, kidney infections, kidney stones, leukemia, liver challenges, melanoma, coma, pneumonia, shingles, soft tissue sarcoma, tumor meningitis, and uterine sarcoma.
Mariana, so that you can have a chance to look through the book. Okay, so that was the end of the video. You're not going to all sit around while we do this protocol on other people, because this is their turn to experience it, and it's your turn at home to experience it. And what I would say to you is, by the way, one of the girls I was going to have come to the class tonight, she was going to come and bring her kid, because she's a single mom, she has one kid. She was going to have her kid do the protocol on her. And she's like, well, what do I do if he's at his dad's, or if he's not, camping or whatever? And I was like, you can do the protocols on yourself. Like, maybe you can't reach your whole spine, but you can, reach your lower back and reach your neck and put it on your feet yourself, right? Yeah, because, yeah, Kimmy's an empty nester. I'll hold it for a sec because we're just about to sign off. Thanks, though. So if you're at home and you don't have someone to rub the oils on you, rub them on yourself. It's still good. It still works.
Yes.
Okay, sweet. We're going to wrap up, and I know that not everyone that's watched this video, not everyone that you're going to share this video with, probably has their own account. So we'll just briefly cover that there's 3 ways that you can buy your essential oils. You can get them retail, it's the most expensive way. You can get them wholesale, which means you get a 25% discount for an annual membership. And you can buy them below wholesale. Now, you guys that came to an intro class, you know at the class I teach you that when you start with a kit, you get them below even the 25% off. And tonight I'm going to teach you how you can continue to get below wholesale, even though you've already got your oils and you've already got your membership and you're going. So this is called the Loyalty Rewards Program. And Doterra gives you kickback points. And there's 3 things. You guys know how the 3 things work, right? There's 3 things I'm going to teach you about the Loyalty Rewards Program. The first is that we get kickbacks from Doterra when we make orders. So with your 25% off, you can, and your membership, you can order whenever you want to, and there's no quotas and half-staves. If you notice that you're going to be ordering things on a regular basis anyways, it makes sense to set up a monthly order. And in Doterra, the monthly order gives you a kickback. So you start, everyone starts out at 10%. Notice my little chart up here. Everyone starts out at 10%, which means if I place, let's say 100, just because it's easy numbers for my brain. If you place a $100 order, you're gonna get 10% back. So that's 10 points. And that's 10 points, I can buy a $10 lemon with that 10 points. Does that make sense, everyone? It's not like frequent flyer miles. We have to have like 50,000 of them saved up before you can even get a gift card. You know what I'm saying, right? So with Doterra, it's point for dollar. So if you get 10 points from your order for free in your account, you can use it to buy a $10 lemon. And that builds up. So every 3 months, if you continue to order, you're going to earn more. The next month is 15% back. The next month is 20%
It's every 3 months.
Did I misspeak?
every month.
I meant every 3 months. Thanks for fixing me, Kristen.
I got you.
She's got my back. So by the end of the year, you actually bump up to 30%. So when I place my $100 order, I'm going to make 30 points back. And 30 points, that's like an On Guard, a Serenity, a Lavender. Those are like the middle range, mid-price oils, right? Okay, so we get freebies back from the Loyalty Rewards Program. What do we get from the Loyalty Rewards Program? Freebies. Sweet. Who wants the Mariana wants it. Okay. Mariana.
Well, what is it?
So this is Neroli essential oil, and it is awesome for skincare. So it's also awesome for hormonal balancing and libido and what's the one I'm forgetting? I can't remember. Sorry. But that's 3 good things about Neroli. Thank you, Nikki. So Mariana, here's some Neroli.
Thank you.
Okay, that's the one that saved my marriage. Okay. So the next cool thing about the Loyalty Rewards Program is that you can change it every month. So do you have to get the same thing sent to you every month? No. If you need lavender this month and the headache blend next month, and the next month you're going to try the toothpaste, and the next month you can change it every month. Please, if you forget, you will get the same scent. If you forget,
5 peppermints.
you'll oh crap, I forgot to change my order. But now, so they didn't used to do this, Molly, but now if you set up your LRP, your Loyalty Rewards Program order, they'll text you or email
They
you.
email you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to say, hey,
It's
your
getting
order is
ready
about
to-
to come out.
yeah.
Isn't that better? Yes.
Totally,
Like
'cause-
multiples of everything, like, oh jeez.
Nikki?
If you follow if you heed the text or the email, you can go in and change it to customize it whatever you want. So, will you get stuck with the same thing every month?
No.
No, you will not.
Only if you leave it.
Okay. Who said that? Kristen, do you want some helichrysum? Okay.
Yes, I do.
She does want helichrysum. Okay. So one thing that I love about those points saving up and the customizability is there are some essential oils that you guys have probably noticed that are on the really pricey end. They're like, it takes a ton of plant material to make them, or we don't have an abundant supply, or whatever. Rose. They're on the expensive side. So helichrysum is a $75 oil, and that's even with our 25% discount, right? So some of these oils, I let my points save up, and then I buy them. I use my points all at once, and I redeem them for a helichrysum oil.
So I got frankincense.
Yeah, were you saying
Saved it.
something?
Can I talk about helichrysum really quick?
Yeah,
So
Kristen's
helichrysum-
going to tell us about helichrysum.
Helichrysum coagulates blood on contact. So this goes in, like when she was giving this to me, I'm like, are you seriously gonna give me a sample bottle of helichrysum? Because it's gonna go in my camper, because we ran out, because we take it camping. And so in all of my first aid kits in the cars or at home or anywhere we go, I keep helichrysum, because if we got big blood, we get helichrysum on it, and we compress, and then we get medical help if we need it. But it's an amazing emergency oil.
Do you have it in little keychains like this all over, Kristen? I've got like one in my camper and one in my on my hiking gear and one on my baby carry, and they're everywhere, right? Helichrysum. So now she put it back in her little thing. She's
Throw one on your purse.
okay.
It's
So
also really good for brain trauma.
yes, you're right, and it's in the anti-inflammatory protocol, and it's in several of the protocols, which is why I'm saying just because it's an expensive oil doesn't mean you can't get some. Save up
The
your
points add up fast.
Your points add up
Yeah,
fast.
they do.
Okay. The last cool thing is that you can cancel anytime. So let's say that like you have all the oils that you need and it's Christmas or whatever and you can't afford your order for the month. Can you cancel it anytime?
Yeah.
You can cancel it anytime.
Is there a
If-
fee for canceling?
That's a great question. There is not.
Okay.
You just have to call it. Is there what?
For coming back on?
No, there's not a fee for coming back on. You can cancel it and come back. if you
And
want
that's
to.
just canceling
Here's
the
the
LRP,
only bummer.
right? You
Yeah.
still have your membership.
You still have your membership for a full year, even if you're not monthly ordering. So here's the only bummer about canceling is if you've worked up to like a 20 or a 25%, you'll start back over. But if you keep one thing in there, like let's say you put in a toothpaste, so $7 I think saves your spot. So if you order the one thing, it'll keep you at 20. Then the next month you can bump back up again to keep going up. Does that make sense, everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so all of this is optional. You can still just love your 25% membership and never order for the rest of the year. But I want you guys to get freebies. And the last cool freebie is by the 15th of the month, if you happen to need a lot of stuff, you can get an extra bonus like freebie Doterra adds to your order. And it's different every month. So this month we got Nioli essential oil, which we don't even carry it yet. And that is it's awesome oil for skincare, and it's a sister to tea tree or melaleuca oil.
It smells like breathe.
It does. It smells eucalyptusy. It's like all herbally. I know, right? And they will give out little purse-size bottles, and like there's always a freebie. So if you happen to be ordering and you need a lot of stuff, check out what the freebie is because you might get it. And that is once again below wholesale. I want you guys to get the best deal. So the last cool thing, you can cancel anytime. What's the last cool thing?
You can cancel anytime.
Okay, Kim, I think I heard you say that most. You say that first. So this is a bottle of Melissa. Did you hear that inclusive gasp? I know. So Melissa essential oil is our most pricey essential oil. It takes so much plant material to make a little tiny 5 milliliter bottle of Melissa, and it's $115. So that's definitely an oil that I save up my points for. Melissa is in several of the protocols. Did you notice?
No.
Yeah, so like the MOVIC protocol, it's in a lot of them, like over half of the protocols. So if you noticed while you were doing your protocol tonight that it had rose oil or jasmine or Melissa, you're gonna be like, oh dang, like that's $300 worth of oils. I can't like bite that right now. Then, will you pass it? I'm not gonna throw that one.
Yes.
Then you have this option. You're welcome, Kimmy, I love you. Then you have this option. You guys have seen me carrying this around and talking about the oils, right? Everyone needs one of these. I have one, like I said, on my keychain and everywhere because when I'm out and about and someone gets an upset stomach, ta-da, I got my peppermint. And when I've exercised too hard, I'm like on the way back and I'm driving, I'm like, man, my kayak was rough on me today. I got my oils. If I'm like, dang it, I forgot my bug spray, I got my oils because it's always with me. So everyone needs one of these suckers, don't you think? Who
Yes.
wants one?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And if you notice that there's oils in your protocol that you maybe don't want to buy outright yet, I will give you one of these if you want to have a get together like this. And I'll come to your place and teach you and your loved ones more about oils. And then, however many folks come, you get a sampling bottle. And it's not these little ones, it's a big one like I just gave to Kim. And you can choose the oil you put in it. So if you want a jasmine, if you have a guest there, I'll bring a jasmine for you. If you want all of the oils in the protocol and you have 8 guests come, I will give you 8 oils to put in your sampling thing. So if you'd like to host a get together, I'll send you home with an empty one. And however many guests you have, I'll give you that many sample bottles of the oils that you choose. Does that sound good to everyone? Okay, cool. Thanks so much for listening, you guys. I want to, so these cute little hearts represent the 3 kinds of people that love Doterra. The first kind of person that loves Doterra is excited about living the oil lifestyle and changing the way that they practice medicine in their home. That is the drop of oil. That represents them. The second kind of person is sitting in the class and they're like, ugh, my brother needs this protocol, or I so need my mom to learn about this. And they can't help but learn about this oil thing and hear about the hope, and they want to share it with others. So that's the hand that's representing sharing oils with others. And the last kind of person is sitting in the class going, dang, I want to do that too. I want to teach people how they can improve their health using essential oils. And so they will grow a business. And so that's where the heart is represented, because we're reaching lots of hearts with growing a business. So if you feel like you are the hand or the heart, then say after I invite you to stay for an essential oil treat, one of my favorites that I prepared for you, and learn about the joy of sharing essential oils. Okay, and on that note, there's lots of things that I can do to earn income. You guys know I have my hands in everything, right? Like a doula and a massage, and like I could do nutritional coaching. The reason that I chose Doterra is because I was only expected to have 4 kids. And when my my 4th one was 2, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go do some doula training and I'm gonna like open a beautiful practice here, and I was ready to move on to the next phase of motherhood. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, diapers are done, woo, here comes freedom. And when I was inspired to have baby number 5, I didn't really understand why, but I took that leap of faith and immediately got pregnant. And I knew it was right because I was doing the right thing for me at the right time. And that feels really good. But then I peed on a stick, and then I remembered that I was gonna get fat, and all the things that are hard about being pregnant. And I don't know why, but that pregnancy was really difficult for me. And I found myself constantly at the end of my rope. And it was like everything, it took everything I had just to maintain survival mode. And I knew it was getting bad. Like I knew how to use oils, but I didn't know how to use them like this for large underlying issues. So I went and talked to my practitioner, and he offered me the common remedies for mood problems, perinatal depression is what they call that. And when I kindly said I don't want that, he said, well, Rebecca, if anyone can figure it out, I know you can. He's awesome. He's the reason I'm going into medicine. So I went home and I learned more about, I got out my protocol for mood balance, and I learned about some beautiful lifestyle habits that I needed to add in. And it took me about a year to put all the pieces together, and sometime in there I had this one dark day when I was like on my knees and I was like, I don't understand. I don't get why I took that leap of faith and why broken Rebecca had to be part of this process, because I felt really broken. And answer why Rebecca had to be broken came to me in a blessing that I got later that week. And a blessing is just a really nifty prayer with your spiritual leader. And the blessing, the answer, gets me out of my house, and it makes me take care to give you samples and to teach you guys more about oils, because I know that they can improve your life. And the answer was this, that through my process of perinatal depression, postpartum anxiety, that I was going to be able to heal. And eventually when I healed, that I would be able to teach you guys how you could recover without side effects and without addiction. And so that's why I'm here on my God-given mission to teach you guys how to use essential oils with doTERRA, and not with massage, and not with being a doula, and not with anything else, because this is what the world needs. And now I have healed. I am recovered. I laugh, I play, I have fun again, right, Kristen? I have lots of fun. And just that same year is when Adaptive came out, and I can't wait for you guys to do my Adaptive continuing education class, because I'll teach you more. You can recover, it's possible. Thanks for listening.